I am presently the Associate Director of Campus Security and Public Safety at Gonzaga University. Go Zags. Sure, yeah, it was born out of really the principles of Dr. King, and how do we bring our collective community together with their differing opinions, different views, different insights, but still come together in a conversation that is both courageous and constructive. And out of that mindset, we brought many different diverse views, many different diverse personnel together to have a conversation that would help shape our community and move it toward that beloved community as Reverend Dr. King wanted.
So these groups met in different locations, or?
Indeed. Yes, we initially met at the university here at Gonzaga, and then we moved it around our community to have conversations in places and spaces where they were at. We met once at a church, non-denominational church. We met at the community center once before, and ultimately ended up at another church. So there was a faith component to it, as the Reverend Dr. King would have in his movements. Wow. I'll hold my final one for the last. But what I'd say is you have to start with where the good Reverend Dr. King started, right? With love and compassion. And not that love that's an amorous love. It's that agape love. That is the understanding that there is value, I should say, in every human being, every individual. You start there. Then you build on it with equality and justice, right? A community must be born out of everyone is treated equally and justly, regardless of their race, ethnicity, gender, social economic status, ability, etc. And we know that they come there with those differing ideas. And how I believe, and how Reverend Dr. King believed, was that the richness of the community is born out of differing opinions, individuals, ideologies, etc. So you start with that, and then you start layering it with education and awareness. Now, education not from the standpoint that I work at a higher education institution, but layering it with education, that education should be that model that helps us understand our biases, that dispels ignorance, and that moves people toward compassion and empathy. And when you do that, you can have conversations that we spoke about earlier that are productive and courageous, that help to bridge, and you, as I know, are a bridge builder, bridge those gaps between our understanding or misunderstanding of one another. Yeah. Well, to me, in my opinion, humble opinion that is, awareness is a singular campaign. It's an event. It's held on a day or a month. And then there's 364 other days left and 11 months other left behind, where education, I believe, extends because it's continuous, right? Education doesn't have to be formal inside of four walls, inside of an institution. Education can be what we're doing today. Education is what you do on a constant basis, meeting with folks, having conversations, sharing your experiences, and expanding their worldviews. Yeah, that's a good question. And I would say, I would frame it this way. You have to have that unity, come unity. And I would say this, unity is a noun, but I like to look at it as an acronym. U, for we must all unlearn our biases. We all have them. N, as in the Reverend Dr. King, it is never a wrong time to do what's right. I, as in there must be intentionality in every relationship we engage in. T, together. Not individually, we can do more things. We can move further as a group. And why? It starts with you if you want to be the change that you want to see in this world. Unity as an acronym. Yeah, I would say we need to bring the neighbor back to our neighborhoods, meaning not just a simple wave on my way to work or my return home. Talk, get to know, explore your neighbors.